well, at least I'm not a dude in a dress, you know? So, like, indicative of just, like, how people will treat you.
Welcome to The Pressure Point, where we dive into what are the deeper factors that cause anxiety in teens. Being a teenager is hard enough, but for LGBTQ plus kids, the challenges go beyond the usual stress of school and social life. Discrimination, shifting political landscapes, and a lack of support systems and understanding add a burden that impacts one's mental health. Today, I will talk about the reality of being in this community at MiraCosta, and what does it mean to grow up in a time when identity feels like it's being debated, and what needs to change to create a safer, more supportive environment. I interviewed Maxine Wright, a senior at MiraCosta, and the president of the Gay Straight Alliance Club. Has there been a specific time when something happened, such as being discriminated, that impacted your mental health in any way?
Coming out as trans at the start of the year, you know, I was transitioning and I started using a women's locker room because, like, obviously I don't want to be in a guy's one. And apparently some parent had, like, complained to my teacher, made me use this stall to change instead. That really hurt, you know, it really sucked. It made me feel really bad. It made me feel like I didn't belong. It's a really bad feeling. Experiences like that early in high school kind of catalyzed me into wanting to help other people and help other people stand up when they're mistreated and the school administration won't do anything about it.
Has there been anything going on politically that has impacted your mental health? According to the Trevor Project, 90% of people in the LGBTQ plus group have said that these executive orders recently from Trump have negatively impacted their well-being. Has this impacted you or your future, do you think?
In a rough situation right now where my passport has an F on it, but I can't change my birth certificate because I was born in Georgia. That was already a pre-existing thing from before Trump was elected, but things definitely gotten worse. You know, I was planning on maybe going to college in Arizona, and unfortunately that's kind of just out of the picture because I need to be able to get the health care that I need. And it's also just kind of scary traveling. Some places like Florida, especially in Texas, that I really just can't even go to because my passport is considered like fraudulent there. And also just in terms of accessing medical care, there is one hospital in LA that already stopped offering surgeries for trans people, and that's, you know, it's really disheartening.
Maxine, like many transgender teens, are facing increased stress in accessing healthcare due to state-level variations and recent Trump executive orders. This has forced many to rethink plans, such as college choices and passport issues, with less flexibility. In times like these, a strong support system through LGBTQ plus organizations, school clubs, or trusted individuals can be crucial in reducing anxiety and fostering belonging. What are some ways in which you've been supported or found solutions to cope with stress, or how you've been negatively treated?
The number one thing has just been finding people that I don't have to act like somebody else around. Being yourself is such a necessary thing for queer people in general, but especially for trans people like me. It can be really life-saving even to have friends that support you.
How has being in the Gay Straight Alliance Club made your experience at Costa better?
The club has really helped me find a lot of people. A lot of my friends I've met through GSA. Kind of helps to connect a bunch of different social groups and help people be a part of something bigger.
How do you think MiraCosta can make people who are in this community feel more safe?
One big way that the school could help us would just be to actually train the teachers on how to help us, because frankly a lot of teachers will be disrespectful towards trans people, and even if they aren't, they'll be at least ignorant, and not just towards trans people, but specifically with stuff like pronouns as things that I've experienced problems with teachers. The environment at our school is an environment in which prejudiced people feel afraid voicing their prejudice. Even when I've had people who gotten into a little bit of trouble, usually it's just the school at most telling them to apologize or something. I've ran into it. This kid's being homophobic to me on like basically a daily basis, and they just wouldn't do anything about it. I know it's a new administration now, so I hope that they choose to take a different route.
Maxine's experience as a transgender student at MiraCosta displays how discrimination and the pressures of navigating an unsupportive environment can create for students, especially when thinking about their future. I've learned not only about the personal struggles faced by those in this group, but also about how these experiences reflect larger societal issues. It's essential that students feel that they can be themselves in an environment free of judgment to maintain good mental health. For help, resources, or someone to talk to on this topic, go to lalgbtcenter.org. For the Mustang Morning News, this is London Nettleman.